All right. So this would be a great segue, Joel. So our boy, our favorite Chilean is back. So is it confirmed? Last I heard, it is right.
Yeah, all the places that's coming from, like it's not that it's impossible, but I believe it just because it's
Right.
from Deadline. Slash Film said it first, which is more legit. But when Deadline said it, I'm pretty sure it's done.
Right. So Pedro Pascal is reportedly, allegedly,
Yeah.
the new Reed Richards for Fantastic Four. I'm gonna go straight to you. How do you feel about it? Because I know that
Perfect.
you. Okay, good.
Perfect. There is zero complaints here. The John Krasinski thing, let's get the spaghetti scene again out of my mind. There's a theme here, as you can see, Obed. So
Apparently, Joe doesn't like spaghetti. I don't know.
I love to eat
It
spaghetti. I don't
sounds
like my
like
heroes becoming
it sounds
spaghetti.
like trauma to me. I was like, next time we go have lunch, I'm gonna have some noodles and see how you react. Yeah.
I'm triggered.
Yeah, Joel's like-
Mr. Fantastic.
yeah.
But like, yeah, John. I think John Krasinski's cool. I would have loved the him and Emily Blunt thing, but that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
I don't. I want a new
Right.
interpretation, and yeah, I think this is a win. This is a win. I mean, at the end of the day, Mr. Fantastic, and Reed Richards, like characters like him, like Cyclops, they're cool characters, but they're kind of, little,
They're
little,
too nerdy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
little nerdy, little sweaty. They need a little
Right.
swagger to them, right? And
Right.
I think Pedro will give the swagger they need.
Right.
He's clearly old enough of an actor. You didn't go too young. You could believe that this guy has been a great physicist for a long time. We know that he has a dramatic acting chops. He's going to go from DC to Marvel. This is pretty awesome to see, right? It's from Make a Wish Man to coming in now playing potentially one of the smartest
Oh, I
characters
had
in
to erase that
Marvel.
from my memory,
Yeah,
dude.
bro. I just have it in my head.
Oh
I
no.
wish, in front of the camera, right? It could be better, right? All the scenes. Oh, you see, I remember.
It's not
Um,
his fault though. You watched
it's
The
not his
Last
fault.
of Us.
He was the last of us. He also was the Mandalorian
Yeah.
too.
Well,
So
yeah. I
obviously,
mean, we can talk about that. I guess. Yeah, it was the
go for it.
Mandalorian because it's confirmed that for season 4 he's not going
Yeah,
to be in the suit,
yeah,
so he will be just doing the VO, and then it will be a stunt actor, in the suit.
yeah,
So
totally.
that's confirmed. There's his scheduling is crazy right now, and I think this opportunity is too big for him to just pass up to go
Yeah.
be Mando when you can have his VO and probably cameo in one episode. That's it, right?
It's Disney.
So
They'll make him do both.
right. They can manage, but I am in. I am in. You better not mess up the rest of the cast though. Like this is very important.
How
Like
did
this
you feel
is.
about the female thing that was going around?
What do you mean?
There was rumors, people saying that they were going to cast a female for the thing and make it like she thing or something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
They
Okay,
need it's the
here,
first family. Let's just stick to what it
the
is.
dude. So here's the thing, right? And all right,
He got triggered now.
I got triggered. Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out, right? And I am all for inclusion and diversity and all these things. I'm a million% for it, right? But where I don't want to see it as like adding the bud sounded bad. I don't. I want to take that bud back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my bud back. And what? Okay, when when you read the comic books, right, and where these characters are coming from, and I understand that these are fictional characters, but what us as fans, okay, I'm gonna transport myself to when I was a kid. When I wanted when there was some announced a Batman movie or whatever. When they announced a movie, I wanted to see the characters look as close as possible as they looked in the comic book, right? Because if you're adapting a story, if you're adapting a book that you don't show the characters or and you don't really specify what the characters are, or the characters'
Oh,
ethnicity or
sure.
whatever, you
Sure,
can
yeah.
have the freedom to do whatever you want, right?
That's true. Yeah.
But when you have, bro, it's like Stan Lee like and Jack Kirby created these characters.
The
Like you,
first. They were the
like
first.
bro, you can't just go around and change them up. That's again,
You
this
preach,
is,
Obed.
and this is how I felt about Little Mermaid too. It's like when you look at, live action Little Mermaid, it's gonna be the same thing. Like Beauty and the Beast is not perfect, but it's accurate, right, to the cartoon. And I'm talking about the casting.
Oh, sure,
Talking
sure,
about the
yeah.
casting. I'm
Okay,
not
yeah. I was
talking about
like,
the stuff. No, no, I'm talking about the casting, right?
okay, okay, okay,
So
okay,
like
okay.
when you picture it, it's like, okay, I mean, Emma Watson, yeah, sure, I can see it, right? Like you got to squint a little bit on that one, but you can still see it. Uh, but I think the casting overall in that movie was really good. So that's the kind of thing I expect from this Marvel movies, right? It's like what like I'm gonna be very very blunt with what I'm gonna say. I may ruffle some feathers, but like Peter Parker doesn't need to be black.
Yeah,
That's just make a new Spider-Man
yeah.
that's black, and then you get Miles, right? So you don't have to go and change an established character. Make a new one, right? It's like, okay, like, and I'm going back and thinking about it. Like, I think the most egregious right now in the whole MCU is Taskmaster. Taskmaster is
Mm,
insulting.
yeah, that because that character is such an amazing character in the comics, and they messed
Taskmaster
up. They messed
is
up.
insulting, dude, to fans.
They have to fix in Thunderbolts. I hope that like they make her way cooler because it's
I don't know.
not working right
All
now.
right, now that I ruffled feathers, Joe. Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about it.
The
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I agree because it's like the Superman thing, right?
Right.
Like Superman, like is a character created by Jewish creators. Like there's a reason why it's usually protected by a white actor. Like there's a whole like thing around that, and I get it. And similarly here with the thing, like the thing is also supposed to represent as well. I've watched documentaries or read stuff like again would
Right.
also represent like Jewish characters as well, like being at the time in the history of kind of being like a an odd person out because Stan Lee couldn't use his name, like, so that's why he created the whole Stan Lee name, all this whatever, right? History at the
Yeah. Right.
time.
Right.
But
Right.
it's not just like a character just because they look cool and it's a bro. It's like there's a history behind why they made the decisions that they made at the time,
Right.
and so like you want to be as cognizant of that when you carry it over here, than just walk over somebody's creation and history just because they're not here to say no. And I think that's a tough pill. Like you're saying, I love creativity. I love finding ways to do it different and invite new characters. Like
Totally.
Ironheart is a new character. They didn't
Right.
say she is, Tony Stark. She's not, Courtney Stark. She's Ironheart. This is a new character, right? Like that's fine. I don't mind that.
Right.
So like I think it's all good things when you go there and face out. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to hear that. We'll see. Casting's gonna be coming. Obed. It's gonna be some Comic Con. We'll
Right.
be seeing some crazy stuff.
And just a quick follow up to that. I don't know if you saw the Galactus thing.
I did.
Yeah,
Javier
Javier
Bardem,
Bardem. Yep. So that's
good
good.
actor, very good
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know that I'm ready to see Galactus just yet. Like, I know he's a big villain for
Maybe,
them,
maybe, maybe,
but
maybe
like
he's gonna be Doom because he got the
that would be
accent. He's got the accent and
amazing.
everything, right?
That would be
Maybe, yeah,
amazing,
maybe the
bro.
reports are wrong and it's Doom, right? Because again, going back to the what we talked about last week about the rumor that Marvel was looking to get rid of Kang and bringing in Doom. This I think it would be really good. And then and you gotta remember that Richards and Victor are about the same age. right?
Yeah.
So pairing Javier Bardem with Pedro would probably play along really really good. So that could be that could be casting gold there. So don't cast him as Galactus. Cast him as Doom, in my opinion, right?
Mm.
I think Galactus should just be CG and you get a good voice, like get Morgan Freeman to voice Galactus. Just joking,
I mean,
but yeah, sure.
oh, sure, I don't know, but yeah, like I agree. I don't know. I just my attitude is just more so like Galactus is a villain that is eating entire planets. Like, do you really do the Fantastic Four need that right away? Do they need to go into planet eating like villains right
Hmm.
off the first time they're being introduced? I don't think. I think it's too soon. It's a bit much. Like,
Right.
you had to have Iron Man fight off against Obadiah Stane before he was stopping, Loki and the Shatari invasion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
Yeah.
would start with that, I don't know. This could be a lot.
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
is my opinion.
No. Yeah. It should be. It should they it should be Doom. If you ask me. So.